Hello, I'm Ingrid.
My name is Trond.
And we're Highasakite, and you are watching the AU review.
Well, thank you for joining us and welcome to Australia.
Thank you.
How your experience has been so far? You've been here a couple of days?
It's been really great. We have eaten some really good and healthy food here, and that's really rare when you're on tour.
Yes, that's for sure. Where have you been coming to Australia? Where were you before? Were you home or were you touring?
Yeah, we were at home and on a Germany and Poland tour. Yeah, so we're coming straight from that.
So, how has that part of the world treated the band? It's I imagine since releasing your last record, it's kind of you're going to new places and getting to play in countries like that for the first time.
We just released the album in Germany, so we haven't been treated as anything yet. But in Norway, it's gone really well, and it was released in February, so we've had it good.
Yeah, I agree.
So what's the journey been like for you? Releasing your second record internationally, you're in Australia now, you're releasing it in Germany for the first time, you're going to all these places. Has it been pretty wild?
Yeah, it's been wild, but it's also a lot of hard work. Like when we were touring in Germany last week, was it? We drove the whole day and played a gig, packed down, drove home the next day to play another gig. So we don't get to see that much, but it's a lot of hard work, really. Yeah.
And seeing videos of your live show, that seems to be a very important element of your music in terms of how you perform it with the production, with the lights, with everything. How have you been taking that on the road? Is that hard as well, making sure that you have the right production every night?
We have a brilliant light designer, and she made everything a bit compact, so we can travel with all the equipment really easy. And we're so glad we have brought her to Australia as well, so that we're able to show the full package tonight.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So tonight we're going to be seeing the full package.
Yes, hopefully, but we're really dependent on what kind of light they have at the venues. But it's going to be pretty anyway because she's so good.
See it. So it's been now since April the album was released, at least in Australia. I'm not sure when it was released at home in Norway. How long ago was the last record released at home? Was it the same time everywhere?
No, I don't know. I think it was released at first in Norway, and then a month later or 2 months later, it was in the rest of the world. I don't really know.
Fair enough. You just know that you're here now and it's out now.
Yes. I think it's out here in Australia.
It is. It came out. I think it came out in April. So tell me about the recording of the record. How did it compare to your first record? I imagine there was a lot more production that was able to go into it.
We had a really good producer now on this second album, and we were 5 making this second album. And the first one we were just a trio, so we were like 2 less chefs at the kitchen.
Yeah.
So we were a lot of really brilliant chefs at the kitchen this time, and everyone had really good ideas, but it was weird to make room for them. It was difficult because I make the songs, and when I don't know, maybe somehow it's just difficult to take in new ideas when you've been working so long with songs, and I've just played piano and vocals with it. So everything was weird to listen to.
Is that where does it always originate on the piano, on the keyboard?
On this record, it was. I was like at home and I had little equipment, and I just played the piano with everything. Yeah.
Do you think that might change in the future, or maybe even if you have written new songs in more recent time, in terms of the way it's written, might it start as a band or on a guitar, or?
I write it now on Logic. and I just use synthesizer because we have 2 synthesizers in the band, so it's nice to just get used to that synthetic sound. It doesn't have to be a synthetic sound, but you know what I mean, electronic or whatever. And I send it over to Trond, and he makes a drum beat so that I can like hear it pretty fast, how it's going to be like in a bigger soundscape.